Wednesday the 26th of July, 2023. First reading. Reading from the book of Exodus. From Elim they set out, and the whole community of the sons of Israel reached the wilderness of Sin, between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they had left Egypt. And the whole community of the sons of Israel began to complain against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness, and said to them, "Why did we not die at the Lord's hand in the land of Egypt, when we were able to sit down to pans of meat and could eat bread to our heart's content? As it is, you have brought us to this wilderness to starve this whole company to death." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Now I will rain down bread for you from the heavens. Each day the people are to go out and gather the day's portion. I propose to test them in this way to see whether they will follow my law or not. On the 6th day, when they prepare what they have brought in, this will be twice as much as the daily gathering." Moses said to Aaron, "To the whole community of the sons of Israel say this: Present yourselves before the Lord, for he has heard your complaints." As Aaron was speaking to the whole community of the sons of Israel, they turned towards the wilderness, and there was the glory of the Lord appearing in the form of a cloud. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and said, "I have heard the complaints of the sons of Israel. Say this to them: Between the 2 evenings you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall have bread to your heart's content. Then you will learn that I, the Lord, am your God." And so it came about. Quails flew up in the evening, and they covered the camp. In the morning there was a coating of dew all round the camp. When the coating of dew lifted, there on the surface of the desert was a thing delicate, powdery, as fine as hoarfrost on the ground. When they saw this, the sons of Israel said to one another, "What is that?" Not knowing what it was. "That," said Moses to them, "is the bread the Lord gives you to eat." Responsorial Psalm. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. In their heart they put God to the test, by demanding the food they craved. They even spoke against God. They said, "Is it possible for God to prepare a table in the desert?" The Lord gave them bread from heaven. Yet he commanded the clouds above, and opened the gates of heaven. He rained down manna for their food, and gave them bread from heaven. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. Mere men ate the bread of angels. He sent them abundance of food. He made the east wind blow from heaven, and roused the south wind by his might. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. He rained food on them like dust, winged fowl like the sands of the sea. He let it fall in the midst of their camp, and all around their tents. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. Gospel acclamation. Alleluia, alleluia. Bend my heart to your will, O Lord, and teach me your law. Alleluia. Gospel. Reading from the book of Matthew. Jesus left the house and sat by the lakeside, but such large crowds gathered round him that he got into a boat and sat there. The people all stood on the beach, and he told them many things in parables. He said, "Imagine a sower going out to sow. As he sowed, some seeds fell on the edge of the path, and the birds came and ate them up. Others fell on patches of rock where they found little soil and sprang up straight away, because there was no depth of earth. But as soon as the sun came up they were scorched, and, not having any roots, they withered away. Others fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked them. Others fell on rich soil and produced their crop, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Listen, anyone who has ears." Gospel of the Lord.